those final days, which would have changed our final hope. Hope that vanished.
It's coming fast.
It's lost Autobot ship.
MTAR training and debriefing in 23. Sideswipe.
To remember that when the NSA wants funding, they
Good. You're here.
National intelligence.
Ace.
treatment.
We've seen that, and this is... He's pissed. You lied to us. Found in human possession. The ship carrying an Autobot technology which was
Captain.
the Great Sentinel. It's imperative that I find the ability to get there. And... Coming home, old friend.
My fragile
Master, how it pains me.
and you know what you are told. Little assassin. Great honor tracking the... It's time to...
Is your daddy home? Visiting.
Sentinel! You are safe. You are...
The war. The war.
We have taken refuge here on planet...
We came under fire.
The Pillar.
Only 5? It is the ability to reach...
Hey, I'm smoking over here. Now 2 of the cosmonauts went into hiding in America.
By that much.
You gotta get Sentinel out of here. You gotta guard him.
Little Mexican stand-up. Decon punk. Last.
Get him some.
You done!
Stand down!
Dr. Murray, come on. We can't fight him.
Oh my God! This is all on you!
Is my greatest.
No! No, no, Sentinel!
Fight us now.
Autobots, retreat!
Cybertron, for our home.
Not the only way! This is...
And here, they...
not over.
answer you got.
Seal off the city. Our leaders will now understand them to believe we had gone. Them.
Saw your ship blow up.
The ship.
Humans cannot stop us. This is the victory I promised Cybertron. I will never. Need to move before the fighters spot us.
Hey, you think we can use that rocket?
We need clear line of sight. And it's a...
They got my ones. Wreckers.
Great invention for kicking ass.
Hey, where are you going?
No.
Altitude, we jump!
Mayday. 6-1 going.
Come on.
Here we go! Here we go!
Get him out now.
Get separation. Track away.
Pull!
Badass over here! I'm coming. I get it.
There.
Trip worth it. Whoa!
It doesn't matter. We all die, right?
The building is going over! Everybody hide!
He's looking at me. What?
We got an ugly Decepticon with it!
Hey, how do we get them?
Give me your hand! Swinging that way!
Decepticons around the world.
Marty! You see it?
Hello. Love it when your little insect.
Decepticons! What the hell's he doing?
I can see!
Oh, he's dead. All right.
This is a chokehold was in that first couple.
Steps, we're looking for your ass. How you doing?
Tots are upstairs, surrounded.
Camera around, all right?
All right, Pen.
What are they doing? They are just standing.
It's a good day, boys. What do you... Mike's in your frags. Go full auto. The
How doomed you are by the needs of the few.
Happy about something. We're up. It's 128K by me. I'm in. Bridge.
Pleasure working with you.
Honey! I understand. Kill us. Can't we talk this out? We're all... Goodbye, my home.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna help.
Rip this ship apart. Me when I die.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! M, third floor. We're gonna... All right, give me 2 snipers right here. Minute. Targets in shockwave right below us. Till I tell you. Fire!
He's on the run!
You were the one who taught me. Trigger that pillar! There! Reinforcements!
Trigger the pillar.
No!
There's contact.
Target ID.
Target acquired.
Wait! No!
You can't...
Was it actually almost tragic?
You tell.
The leader won't be you.
It will be me.
You'll be nothing.
What's wrong?
Miss of us. Be one.
Bring it up! Speed! Get through!
We need a true. Who would you be without was the survival of our race. Didn't betray me.
Hey guys, today we're diving headfirst into the metallic mayhem of Transformers Dark of the Moon from 2011. Prepare yourselves for giant robots, explosions that defy physics, and a plot that somehow manages to tie Neil Armstrong into an alien space war. This is a passion project for me, and a like or a subscribe is the best way to show your support. So if you're on board, join the crew. If not, thanks for watching anyway. The movie kicks off with a bang, literally, as we're thrust onto the war-torn husk of Cybertron. The metallic clang of battle echoes as the Autobots, led by the noble Optimus Prime, are losing their desperate fight against the Decepticons. The planet itself is a ravaged wasteland, its surface scarred by eons of conflict, glowing with the heat of constant bombardment. Their last hope? A heavily armored spacecraft, the Ark, carrying Sentinel Prime, the former leader, and a mysterious device of immense power. The escape is frantic, a last-ditch effort as the Ark takes off under heavy fire, its engines roaring like 1,000 metallic dragons against the backdrop of an apocalyptic sky, spitting fire and defiance. Decepticon blasters rain down, their explosive impacts shaking the very hull of the escaping ship. It's a desperate gambit, a Hail Mary pass into the dark void, hoping to preserve what little remains of their civilization. The sheer volume of metallic screeches, the concussive blasts, and the urgent comms chatter immerse you in the chaos. You can almost feel the vibrations of the ship's engines, the desperate tremor of a dying world clinging to its last hope. The Ark, battered and broken, tumbles through the cold void of space, a silent testament to the war it's escaping. Its trajectory is clear, a collision course with Earth's moon. We get a visceral sense of its impossible impact as it smashes into the lunar surface, a deafening silence following the colossal collision. Cut to 1961, where President Kennedy sets the ambitious goal of landing a man on the moon. This historical moment is cleverly woven into the Transformers lore as the moon landing in 1969 isn't just about human achievement. It's a covert mission with a much larger secret. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, ever the intrepid explorers, are shown exploring the lunar surface, their boots crunching on moon dust. But they're not alone out there. Their true objective? Investigate a colossal alien spacecraft, the Ark. The discovery is chilling, the sheer scale of the derelict ship dwarfing their lunar module, its metallic shell glinting ominously in the weak moonlight. Inside, they find the unconscious form of Sentinel Prime, preserved in stasis, and the mysterious pillars he was carrying, their purpose shrouded in an alien enigma. The silence of space makes the metallic groans of the damaged ship even more unsettling. Turns out, one small step for man was a giant leap into interstellar politics. Fast forward to present day, and our resident hero Sam Witwicky is having a rough time. Saving the world from alien robots, twice, apparently doesn't translate well onto a resume or impress HR managers. He's hilariously and quite understandably struggling with job interviews, trying to explain his extracurriculars involving giant, planet-destroying robots. The mundane reality of job searching after such extraordinary experiences is quite the tonal shift, really bringing him back down to earth, literally. We also meet Carly Spencer, his new girlfriend, who's a total stunner and works for a wealthy, slightly eccentric car collector named Dylan Gould. They live in a rather impressive apartment, which, if you're like me, raises immediate questions about how Sam, being perpetually unemployed, can afford it. Perhaps it's a perk of dating someone who hangs out with billionaires, or maybe Optimus Prime is secretly paying the rent. Anyway, Sam feels adrift, the thrill of battle replaced by the soul-crushing routine of submitting applications, and he misses the action, the camaraderie with the Autobots. He feels like a glorified pet sitter for aliens, desperate for some purpose beyond fetching coffee, if he even managed to land a job where he could do that. The quiet hum of his apartment is a stark contrast to the explosions he's used to. Meanwhile, the Autobots are still working with the Nest team, doing their best to keep the Earth safe from any lingering Decepticon threats or new ones that pop up like cosmic weeds. We see them in action, a well-oiled machine of human and machine cooperation. Major Lennox and his team are investigating a weird energy signature in Chernobyl, of all places, a site already steeped in its own brand of disaster. The radiation levels are off the charts, but it's not nuclear fallout. It's something alien, something that hums with an unknown energy. The scene pulsates with a palpable tension as they navigate the desolate, irradiated landscape, their boots crunching on broken concrete and glass. Optimus Prime arrives, his massive footsteps reverberating, his presence a towering beacon of resolve against the eerie silence. They find a piece of advanced Cybertronian technology, glowing with a malevolent energy, a piece of the Ark's engine. It's clear that this isn't just a random artifact. It's a puzzle piece, and the Decepticons are very much interested in completing the picture, as evidenced by the rapid-fire sniper attack from a shadowy Decepticon named Laserbeak. The Autobots swiftly counter, the metallic thrum of their weapons cutting through the desolate air of the abandoned city. It's almost like an alien treasure hunt, but with significantly more lasers. Back at Nest headquarters, after some exposition about the Ark and its real payload, it's revealed that the crashed ship on the moon holds a key figure from Cybertron's past, Sentinel Prime. The Autobots retrieve his inert form, a truly monumental task, and bring him back to Earth. The anticipation is thick in the air, a mixture of hope and anxiety. Optimus Prime, ever the empathetic leader, feels the weight of history on his shoulders. He uses the Matrix of Leadership, a glowing artifact of immense power that he keeps in his chest, to revive his mentor. There's a dramatic surge of energy, sparks flying, the deep hum of ancient circuits powering up, and with a gasp, Sentinel Prime awakens. His eyes flicker open, adjusting to the new world, his metallic joints creaking as he stirs from eons of slumber. This moment feels huge, a beacon of hope for the Autobots, a chance to reunite with a legend. He's disoriented but quickly recognizes Optimus. The first thing he asks about are his pillars, which, if you're like me, sounds less like a weapon and more like a fancy architectural feature for an alien McMansion. We quickly learn these aren't just decorative elements. They're vital tools for a grander, more terrifying plan that Sentinel holds close to his metallic chest. The tension slowly starts to build, a subtle unease beneath the joy of reunion, a low hum of something deeply unsettling. As Sentinel Prime is being brought up to speed, a sinister plot unfolds in the shadows. Laserbeak, the Decepticon pet, is on a silent, deadly hunt, systematically eliminating loose ends. We see him in his terrifying bird form, sleek and silent, systematically taking out anyone connected to the Apollo 11 moon mission or the Ark's discovery. The attacks are brutal and efficient, demonstrating the Decepticons' chilling ruthlessness. One poor soul is shown being cornered and torn apart in his own apartment, the metallic screech of Laserbeak contrasting with the terrified screams, sending a visceral chill down your spine. The scenes are quick, impactful, and demonstrate that the Decepticons have been silently, patiently, working behind the scenes for decades, eliminating any potential threats to their long-term plan. These aren't just random acts of violence. They're calculated strikes, removing witnesses and keeping the truth about the Ark's true purpose under wraps. It underscores the global, pervasive threat that the Autobots are up against, a threat that infiltrates human institutions with chilling ease. These guys are not messing around. They are playing cosmic chess, and humanity is just a pawn. They're practically the universe's most efficient and most evil exterminators. The silence after each strike is almost as loud as the attack itself. Back on the home front, Sam finally lands a job at a company called Accurata Systems. It's a mundane, entry-level position, far from the world-saving heroics he's accustomed to. He's basically in a glorified mailroom, wearing a name tag, dealing with copier jams, and having a hilariously awkward interaction with a rather intense coworker, Jerry Wang, who seems to know a bit too much about the alien situation. It's a classic case of be careful what you wish for, as Sam yearned for a normal life, and now he's got it, in all its soul-crushing, fluorescent-lit glory. The rhythmic clack of keyboards and the gentle hum of office machines are a stark contrast to his past. During this time, Sam also becomes more acquainted with Carly's boss, Dylan Gould. Dylan is suave, wealthy, and a bit too charming for Sam's liking, instantly setting off alarm bells for anyone watching. He's got an impressive car collection, a lavish lifestyle, and a suspiciously keen interest in Sam and Carly's relationship. There's an underlying tension, a subtle red flag waving, as Dylan seems to embody the kind of morally ambiguous elite who might be easily swayed by power or influence. Sam, with his save-the-world radar, can sense something isn't quite right, but he can't put his finger on it. Maybe it's just billionaire privilege, or maybe it's something much, much darker lurking behind the polished facade. He probably charges extra for premium oxygen, and then the moment that changes everything, the betrayal. Sentinel Prime, the revered mentor, reveals his true colors in a shocking, gut-wrenching scene that hits harder than a Decepticon punch. He was never truly loyal to the Autobots. He had a deal with Megatron, hatched eons ago, a desperate pact to save Cybertron at the expense of Earth, a real cosmic ends justify the means scenario. The revelation crashes down like a meteor, shattering any hope the Autobots had for their old leader. The immediate consequence is devastating. Sentinel, now fully powered and utterly ruthless, uses his cosmic rust cannon, which sounds like a weapon designed by a very bored intergalactic plumber, to attack Ironhide. The effect is horrifying, a slow, agonizing disintegration as Ironhide's metallic body rusts and crumbles before our eyes, accompanied by the sickening sound of metal oxidizing and cracking like 1,000 brittle bones breaking. It's a truly brutal death for a beloved character, a visceral punch to the audience demonstrating Sentinel's absolute commitment to his plan. The scene is heavy with the shock and grief of the Autobots, particularly Optimus Prime, who just moments before was celebrating the return of his mentor. The metallic dust of Ironhide's remains falls to the ground, a chilling reminder of the enemy within, and how quickly loyalty can turn to dust. Following Sentinel's devastating betrayal and Ironhide's tragic demise, the human governments, understandably terrified and feeling utterly duped, make a drastic decision. They demand that all Autobots leave Earth. It's a harsh blow, a clear message that trust has been shattered and relations have soured quicker than milk in a desert. The Autobots, with heavy hearts and a sense of profound injustice, prepare to depart in a spaceship, a somber procession of metallic titans boarding their vessel. The atmosphere is thick with a sense of loss and uncertainty, the metallic clang of their steps echoing their sorrow. Optimus Prime, ever the stoic leader, attempts to reassure his team, but the weight of the situation is palpable. As the ship ascends, piercing the Earth's atmosphere, there's a fleeting moment of quiet hope, perhaps that they can find refuge elsewhere. But this hope is brutally extinguished. The ship is ambushed, bombarded by Decepticon forces hiding in the darkness of space, their metallic screeches of triumph echoing through the void. We watch in horror as the vessel explodes, a fiery blossom against the blackness, leaving no apparent survivors. The scene is a masterclass in emotional manipulation, leaving us believing our heroes are gone, swallowed by the cold vacuum of space, seemingly ending the Autobot presence on Earth and setting the stage for the Decepticons' grand, terrifying scheme. It's a real punch-you-in-the-gut moment, making you wonder how humanity could possibly survive without them. A truly crushing defeat, or so it seems. With the Autobots seemingly out of the picture, the Decepticons finally unleash their full fury. Chicago becomes ground zero for their terrifying invasion. The sky darkens as massive alien warships, grotesque metallic behemoths, descend upon the city like a swarm of locusts. The sheer scale of the invasion is breathtaking and terrifying, a thunderous roar accompanying their descent. Decepticon forces pour out of these ships, their metallic thuds reverberating through the city streets, each step shaking the pavement. The sounds of breaking glass, crumbling concrete, and the terrified screams of civilians create a horrifying symphony of destruction. It's an overwhelming, brutal assault, leaving no doubt about the Decepticons' ultimate goal: conquest, pure and simple. Sentinel Prime, now fully revealed as the true architect of this nightmare, oversees the deployment of his crucial pillars. These aren't just any pillars. They're components of a space bridge, a device capable of teleporting Cybertron to Earth. The implications are staggering. This isn't just about resource harvesting. It's about a complete, irreversible transformation of Earth, turning it into a new Cybertron. The scene is a rapid-fire assault of visual and auditory chaos, establishing the desperate stakes and the immense power of the Decepticon war machine. The sheer weight of the impending alien planet is almost crushing, and you can practically taste the metallic dust in the air. Looks like Chicago is getting a very unwanted intergalactic renovation. Amidst the urban apocalypse, Sam and Carly find themselves right in the thick of it. Their previously comfortable life has evaporated, replaced by the grim reality of fleeing for their lives. The streets of Chicago become a treacherous labyrinth of falling debris, exploding cars, and rampaging Decepticons. The sounds are deafening. The cacophony of explosions, the grinding gears of transforming robots, and the desperate cries of humans create a terrifying, immersive soundscape. You can practically feel the concussive force of the blasts and the gritty dust in the air, coating everything in a fine layer of metallic grime. Sam, despite his lack of giant robot sidekicks, is still our hero, pushing Carly forward, his innate courage shining through as he dodges blaster fire. They're just two tiny humans against an overwhelming alien force, making their struggle feel incredibly visceral and immediate. This sequence does a great job of showing the human perspective of an alien invasion, the sheer terror, the helplessness, and the desperate scramble for survival. They encounter Dylan Gould, who reveals his true, chilling allegiance. He's been working with the Decepticons all along, a human collaborator who willingly sacrifices his species for power and privilege. It's a gut-punch betrayal, adding another layer of despair to an already dire situation, a reminder that not all monsters are metallic. He's probably thinking about how much he'll charge for parking once Cybertron is fully implemented. The absolute scoundrel. With the pillars fully activated, Sentinel Prime's horrifying plan comes to fruition. A gaping maw opens in the sky above Earth, a shimmering vortex of energy that crackles with immense power, and through it, slowly, majestically, and with an almost nauseating sense of impending doom, appears Cybertron itself. It's a truly awe-inspiring, terrifying visual, a slow-motion catastrophe unfolding before our eyes. The ruined planet, its surface a network of scars and glowing fissures, looms in Earth's orbit, casting a colossal, oppressive shadow over the planet below. The sheer scale is mind-boggling, a silent, cosmic threat that seems to consume the horizon. The space bridge isn't just bringing troops. It's bringing the entire planet, a dying world looking for a new home, regardless of who already lives there. This is world-building at its most literal, a grand, horrifying vision. The sounds are subtle but unsettling, a deep, resonating hum that seems to vibrate through the very air, an ominous sign of the colossal forces at play. This isn't just a battle. It's an extinction-level event in slow motion, a cosmic gentrification project where humanity is about to be evicted without so much as a 2-day notice. The sight is both beautiful and terrifying, a stark reminder of the immense power the Decepticons now wield and the sheer helplessness of Earth against it. You can almost feel the gravitational pull changing. The terrifying reality of the Decepticon invasion quickly becomes clear. This isn't just about destroying cities. It's about repurposing Earth and enslaving its inhabitants. We see chilling scenes of human survivors being rounded up by smaller, more agile Decepticon drones. The metallic clank of their robotic legs on the pavement and the guttural bleeps of their communication create a dehumanizing atmosphere, like a cattle drive from hell. Humans are herded like cattle into massive, oppressive cages, their desperate cries echoing in the ruined streets, mingling with the metallic thuds of their captors. The Decepticons' intention is explicit. Humanity will be used as a slave labor force to rebuild Cybertron, to literally provide the raw materials and manpower for their dying world. The imagery is stark and brutal, emphasizing the bleak future awaiting Earth under Decepticon rule. It's a terrifying glimpse into a future where humanity is reduced to chattel, where our planet is nothing more than a giant construction site for an alien race. The fear is palpable, not just of immediate death, but of a fate far worse. A slow, arduous existence of servitude under uncaring metallic overlords. They're basically planning an intergalactic Amazon fulfillment center, but for cosmic resources, and without the generous employee discount. The metallic cage bars clang shut, sealing humanity's desperate fate. Just when all hope seems lost, when the metallic clang of Decepticon boots and the terrified whimpers of humanity are all that fill the air, a familiar, glorious sight pierces the gloom. The Autobots are back! In a truly cinematic reveal, it's shown that their destruction in space was an elaborate ruse. They hid themselves in the booster rockets of their own ship, detaching before the explosion, a real masterclass in interstellar trickery. Now they glide silently, majestically, into the war zone of Chicago using advanced, stealthy gliders, their metallic forms barely visible against the smoke-filled sky. The anticipation builds with each passing second as these metallic birds of prey descend. The thunderous roar of their transformations as they shed their glider forms and land on the decimated streets is a pure auditory adrenaline rush, a symphony of shifting gears and hydraulic hisses. Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Ratchet, Sideswipe, and the rest emerge, ready to fight. The hope they bring is instantaneous and visceral, a much-needed shot in the arm for the beleaguered human resistance. The metallic thuds of their landings signal the turning tide, the promise that Earth still has champions. It's a moment of pure fist-pumping triumph. A classic hero's return trope executed perfectly, reminding us that you can't keep a good robot down, especially when he's got a giant truck mode and a flair for the dramatic. With the Autobots back in the game, the tide slowly begins to turn. Major Lennox and his Nest team, bolstered by the reappearance of their mechanical allies, launch a coordinated, desperate counterattack. The battle for Chicago transforms into an even more intense, chaotic spectacle. We see human soldiers, armed with advanced weaponry, engaging Decepticon ground forces in brutal urban combat. The crackle of automatic rifle fire, the explosive impact of grenades, and the metallic clang of Autobot fists meeting Decepticon armor create a relentless symphony of war, a percussive beat of defiance. The human element is crucial here, showing that even without the raw power of the Transformers, humanity is capable of immense bravery and tactical prowess, adapting quickly to this new metallic battlefield. The Autobots, now fighting alongside their human friends, unleash their full power. Optimus Prime is a whirlwind of destruction, his sword slicing through Decepticon ranks with a satisfying metallic swing. Bumblebee weaves through enemy fire, his blasters spitting hot lead. The scene is a constant barrage of action, emphasizing the combined might of humanity and the Autobots. It's an inspiring display of resilience, showing that even when outnumbered and outgunned, hope can ignite the fiercest of fights. They're basically playing the world's most dangerous game of laser tag, with significantly higher stakes and much bigger targets, and the sound of shattering metal is definitely not from a broken joystick. Sam, never one to sit on the sidelines, gets back into the thick of it. He, along with his eccentric former co-worker Jerry, finds himself in a high-stakes encounter with the deadly Laserbeak. The battle takes place in a crumbling skyscraper, adding verticality and peril to the already tense situation. Laserbeak, still in his terrifying bird form, relentlessly pursues them, his metallic screeches echoing through the damaged building, a truly unsettling sound. The tension is palpable as Sam and Jerry scramble through offices, dodging blaster fire and avoiding precipitous falls, the sound of their frantic footsteps barely audible over the chaos outside. It's a classic small human versus giant robot scenario, highlighting Sam's resourcefulness and courage, even when facing seemingly insurmountable odds. The climax of this pursuit sees Sam and Jerry using their wits and a bit of luck to finally take down Laserbeak. The metallic thud of its inert form as it crashes to the ground, followed by an eerie silence, marks a small but significant victory in the larger war. It's a satisfying moment, proving that sometimes a little human ingenuity and a lot of frantic running can be just as effective as a giant robot punch. Also, Jerry totally deserved that moment in the spotlight. His brief, paranoid brilliance was a cinematic gift. The smell of burning circuits hangs in the air, a sign of their hard-won fight. Among the Decepticon ranks, one stands out for his sheer destructive power: Shockwave. This hulking, cyclopic purple bot is a force of nature, a true metallic juggernaut of destruction. We see him unleash his devastating cannon, a weapon that emits concussive blasts that tear through buildings with frightening ease. The sound of his cannon firing is a deep, resonant boom that shakes the very foundations of the city, followed by the sickening crunch of steel and glass as skyscrapers are reduced to rubble. He's a single-minded engine of destruction, embodying the cold, brutal efficiency of the Decepticon war machine. The sheer force of his presence creates massive craters and sends debris flying, posing a constant threat to both Autobots and humans. The metallic shriek of tearing metal a constant backdrop. His movements are heavy, deliberate, and each step seems to cause the ground to tremble, sending tremors through the already damaged streets. He's not just fighting, he's actively dismantling the city, clearing the way for Cybertron's full arrival, a meticulous and terrifying demolition expert. It's a powerful display of Decepticon might, reminding us that even with the Autobots back, this is far from an easy fight. Optimus Prime needs to step up and give this guy a proper beatdown, or Chicago's gonna need a new zip code and a very generous contractor. The ground vibrates with his every movement. While the battle rages below, Sam's personal mission takes him skyward into one of the tallest, most precariously damaged skyscrapers. Carly is being held captive by Dylan Gould, who is revealed to be overseeing the operation of the space bridge and actively trying to prevent human interference, proving he's less rich eccentric and more supervillain adjacent. The setting amplifies the tension. A glass and steel tower, now a vertical war zone with floors collapsing, shards of glass raining down, and the entire structure groaning under the strain of the ongoing alien invasion. Sam, ever the determined boyfriend, races through the crumbling interior, dodging explosions and Decepticon drones. The metallic thud of his feet on creaking floorboards and the constant roar of the battle outside create an immersive, adrenaline-fueled experience. His desperation is palpable, his focus solely on reaching Carly, the metallic taste of fear in his mouth. It's a testament to his character that even without his Autobot guardians, he charges headfirst into danger. He eventually reaches Carly, confronting Dylan, whose villainous monologue explains the full scope of his collaboration with the Decepticons, further infuriating Sam. This isn't just about saving his girlfriend. It's about stopping a human traitor from aiding an alien apocalypse. Dylan is, after all, the kind of guy who probably judges your taste in cars while the world burns, and then tries to sell you insurance for it. As the Nest team and Autobots try to push through Chicago, they encounter a terrifying roadblock: the Dreads. These three Decepticons, Crankcase, Crowbar, and Hatchet, are particularly menacing, transforming from rusty, souped-up vehicles into monstrous, spiky robots with a truly terrifying design aesthetic that screams, "I need an oil change and a hug." The scene quickly devolves into a high-octane chase and brutal firefight on a major highway. The screech of tires, the clang of colliding metal, and the roar of engines create an intense auditory landscape, a symphony of vehicular carnage. The Dreads are relentless, using chains and other improvised weapons, making them feel like junkyard brawlers compared to the more sophisticated Decepticons, bringing a raw, visceral energy to the fight. This battle showcases the grit and determination of the human soldiers, who, despite being outmatched, stand their ground. Sideswipe and Dino, Mirage, get some fantastic action sequences, showing off their agility and close-quarters combat skills, their metallic forms blurring with motion. The scene is a frantic, close-quarters brawl, with vehicles exploding, concrete shattering, and robots tearing at each other with raw, visceral force. It's a brutal reminder that even smaller Decepticon units can pose a massive threat, turning a simple highway into a deadly gauntlet. Honestly, these guys look like they skipped several oil changes and went straight for the Murderbot upgrade. And the metallic smell of exhaust and burnt rubber fills the air. The battle intensifies as Optimus Prime confronts Shockwave, but the cycloptic Decepticon isn't alone. He commands a monstrous, worm-like creature called the Driller, a colossal metallic beast with multiple drilling tentacles that can tear through skyscrapers like tissue paper, a literal urban demolition expert. The scene is a grand spectacle of destruction. The Driller writhes through the city, its immense body causing buildings to buckle and collapse with a sickening groan of metal, sending tremors through the ground. Optimus Prime, ever the valiant leader, takes to the skies to engage the Driller, his jetpack roaring as he maneuvers through the aerial chaos. The clash of metal, the concussive blast from Shockwave's cannon, and the deep, resonating thrum of the Driller's movements fill the air, a cacophony of metallic might. Optimus engages in a desperate struggle, grappling with the Driller's massive tentacles, the metallic groans of strain audible as he tries to overpower the beast. It's a pure test of strength and will. He eventually manages to sever the creature's connection to Shockwave, causing it to crash and wreak even more havoc, but this doesn't stop Shockwave, who remains a formidable, relentless opponent. This whole sequence feels like a boss battle in a video game, demanding everything Optimus has. He probably wishes he had a skip button for this one. And the metallic tang of ozone is almost overpowering. After escaping Dylan Gould's clutches, Carly finds herself face-to-face with a weakened, battle-damaged Megatron. He's slumped on a throne of rubble. Clearly not in his prime, pun intended, and looks rather pathetic. His metallic armor scarred and his demeanor unusually subdued, like a disgruntled CEO after a hostile takeover. This unexpected encounter becomes a pivotal moment. Carly, with remarkable bravery, doesn't just run. She confronts him. She plants a crucial seed of doubt, pointing out that Sentinel Prime is now the true leader, effectively usurping Megatron's long-held ambition to rule. The scene is quiet, almost eerily so, in stark contrast to the explosions outside. The subtle metallic creak of Megatron shifting and the low rumble of his internal processors as he processes her words add a layer of tension. She highlights the irony. Megatron, the self-proclaimed conqueror, is now second in command to his old ally, a mere pawn in Sentinel's grander scheme. This manipulation is brilliant, appealing to Megatron's immense ego and his deep-seated desire for ultimate power. It's a gamble, but one that subtly shifts the narrative, creating an unexpected alliance in the dying moments of the war. It's like reminding the head honcho that someone else is taking credit for all his evil genius, and that metallic glint in Megatron's eye tells you it's working. As Cybertron draws closer, more and more Decepticon troops pour through the space bridge, flooding the streets of Chicago. The Autobots, along with the human military, establish defensive lines, fighting a desperate holding action against overwhelming odds. It's a relentless grinding battle. The metallic clank of hundreds of Decepticon feet reverberates through the ruined city, a terrifying march of destruction. The air is thick with the smell of ozone and burning metal as blasters crisscross the sky, their energy bolts hissing through the air. The Autobots are pushed to their limits, their movements a blur of combat, each punch landing with a satisfying, bone-jarring thud. We see Sideswipe carving through enemies with his arm blades, the metallic shing sound a constant companion. Bumblebee zips around, his blasters blazing, a whirlwind of yellow and chrome. It's a testament to their unwavering commitment to protect Earth, even when facing seemingly endless waves of enemies. The sheer volume of incoming Decepticons feels like a tide that can never be stopped, a constant crushing pressure that tests every fiber of their being. This is the kind of fight where you definitely want a good health pack and maybe a cheat code for infinite ammo, because the metallic taste of conflict is thick in the air. The climax of Sam's personal struggle unfolds at the main control pillar, high above the city. Dylan Gould, the smug human collaborator, is desperately trying to protect the space bridge, ensuring Cybertron's full arrival, a true villain of opportunity. It's a tense, desperate struggle between Sam and Dylan. The metallic hum of the activated pillar and the crackling energy around it create a dangerous, volatile environment, the air thick with the smell of ozone and raw power. Sam, driven by fury and a need to protect Carly and the world, engages Dylan in a brutal hand-to-hand fight. The struggle is messy, visceral, and ends with Sam heroically, and quite violently, pushing Dylan directly into the pulsating energy of the active space bridge pillar. The sudden jolt of electricity, the agonizing scream, and the subsequent silence as Dylan is instantly incinerated is a powerful and satisfying moment. It's a clear, decisive end to the human element of the betrayal, a brutal reminder that even in a world of giant robots, human choices have deadly consequences. The air crackles with residual energy, and the metallic tang of burnt circuits hangs heavy. This isn't just revenge, it's a vital step in dismantling the Decepticons' master plan. Good riddance, honestly. Nobody likes a rich traitor, especially one who tries to merge planets. His last words were probably about his portfolio, the ultimate showdown. The moment we've all been waiting for. Optimus Prime versus Sentinel Prime. Former mentor against former student. Ideals against pragmatism. This isn't just a physical fight. It's a clash of philosophies of what it means to lead and what sacrifices are acceptable in the name of survival. The battle begins with a roar of metallic rage and the ringing clang of sword on shield, a symphony of destruction. Sentinel, armed with his formidable rust cannon and shield, is a powerful, ruthless opponent, utterly convinced of the righteousness of his twisted plan, a true believer in his own misguided cause. Optimus, fueled by betrayal and the desire to protect Earth, fights with a ferocity born of necessity, his metallic body a blur of motion. The metallic screech of their weapons grating against each other, the powerful thuds of their punches, and the earth-shaking impacts of their bodies colliding create an intense, visceral duel. Each blow feels momentous, each parry a desperate attempt to survive, the very ground trembling beneath them. The cityscape around them crumbles further with every strike, the battle itself a force of nature. It's a painful fight for Optimus, knowing he's fighting someone he once respected, but there's no holding back. The fate of Earth hangs on every swing of his blade. It's a true heavyweight bout, no holds barred, with the universe as the arena. You can almost feel the concussive force radiating from their blows. The battle between Optimus and Sentinel rages, and it's not going well for our hero. Optimus is getting beaten, battered, and seems on the verge of defeat. His metallic groans of pain almost audible over the clash of weapons. Sentinel Prime, empowered by his conviction and his connection to the space bridge, is a relentless, merciless opponent, clearly enjoying his momentary triumph. It looks like the end for Optimus, a truly despairing moment. But then, an unexpected, almost comically ironic twist. From out of nowhere, Megatron appears, his battered form still capable of packing a punch, despite looking like he just rolled out of a dumpster. Spurred on by Carly's earlier manipulation, and perhaps a flicker of his old ego wanting to be the ultimate bad guy, he shoots Sentinel Prime in the back. The concussive blast from his cannon sends Sentinel reeling, buying Optimus precious moments. The metallic thud of Sentinel hitting the ground and the surprised grunt he emits are almost comical. Megatron, with a guttural growl, then turns his fury on Sentinel, asserting his dominance and reminding everyone that he is the true leader of the Decepticons, or at least he wants to be. This intervention, a selfish act of reclaiming power, proves to be the crucial turning point in the battle, a truly shocking betrayal of a betrayal. It's like when two villains are fighting, and you're secretly rooting for the one who's slightly less evil. just for the drama. The metallic clang of their renewed fight is a strange symphony of villainy. With Sentinel Prime severely weakened by Megatron's unexpected attack, Optimus seizes the opportunity. He lunges at his former mentor, unleashing a furious, decisive assault. The metallic clang of his blade, followed by a sickening crunch, signifies the end of Sentinel Prime. The air hums with the aftermath of the intense battle, a mix of relief and solemnity, almost a metallic sigh of relief. But the drama isn't over. Megatron, ever the opportunist and perhaps seeing a chance to salvage something from this disastrous invasion, attempts to strike a truce with Optimus. He tries to appeal to their shared Cybertronian heritage, suggesting they could rebuild together. It's a moment of desperate negotiation, his damaged metallic voice raspy and pleading, a last-ditch effort to save his own hide. However, Optimus, having witnessed too much betrayal and devastation, is having none of it. With a swift, brutal, and absolutely chilling move, Optimus rejects the truce and, without hesitation, executes Megatron, ending the Decepticon leader's reign of terror once and for all. The metallic thud of Megatron's massive body hitting the ground, followed by an eerie silence, marks the definitive end of an era. It's a powerful, unambiguous statement. Optimus Prime is done with negotiations, done with mercy for those who seek to destroy. The war, at least in its current form, is finally over. But the metallic scars on the city remain, a harsh reminder of the price of peace. With Sentinel Prime defeated and the central control pillar destroyed, the space bridge destabilizes catastrophically. The connection to Cybertron, now severed, causes the dying planet to rip itself apart. We witness a truly spectacular yet tragic cosmic event. Cybertron, a world of immense history and power, explodes into a shower of metallic debris and brilliant light in Earth's orbit. The visual is stunning, almost like a cosmic fireworks display, but it comes with a deep sense of loss for the Autobots, as their home world is truly gone forever. The concussive force of the distant explosion would ripple through space, but here on Earth, there's a collective sigh of relief. The immediate threat is over. The silence that follows the final destruction is almost as impactful as the battle itself. A profound stillness after such overwhelming chaos. The Autobots stand victorious, battered but unbowed, their metallic forms reflecting the dawn light. Humans and Autobots share a moment of shared victory and quiet contemplation. The sounds of distant sirens and the creaking of damaged buildings slowly replacing the roar of battle. Sam and Carly share a tender moment, a quiet reaffirmation of their bond amidst the ruins. The long, brutal fight is over. It's a victory, but a bittersweet one, reminding us of the immense cost of freedom and the fragile beauty of our own blue marble, now scarred but saved. And now, the long cleanup begins, which, let's be honest, is probably going to take more than a few days, and a whole lot of industrial strength polish. As the dust settles over Chicago, a fragile peace descends upon Earth. Optimus Prime stands tall amidst the destruction, his voice resonating with both solemnity and hope. He reflects on the sacrifices made and the unwavering spirit of humanity that, alongside the Autobots, stared down extinction and prevailed. He speaks of the bond forged in fire, the unlikely alliance between organic and machine, a testament to what can be achieved when different species unite against a common foe. The future remains uncertain, scarred by war, but imbued with the promise of a new beginning, a chance to rebuild and forge a destiny together. It's a powerful reminder that while the journey might be fraught with peril, the destination, a peaceful coexistence, is always worth fighting for, forever.